Butter Money Cash is back, baby. Butter Coffee Man. No butter this time because I forgot to buy butter. I remember like 50, not 50, but less than 50, 30 episodes ago, I was broke. I only had $6 in my bank account, and now I'm employing someone and I'm having about 20% down for a house. Not a house, but a down payment for a house, which is crazy. So, and I've pushed my limits to make 11 courses. I sold some paintings as well. Everything just fell into place just because I decided to build some momentum of speaking in front of the camera. I remember this concept of momentum where you break everything down into very small minutes, small seconds, small increments, and you start doing it many times a day, doing that skill, that thing that you want to achieve. And at some point, you just become this well oiled machine and you start just working without motivation. You don't even really know what you're going to talk about, but you end up spewing some really nice things. So, yeah, you divulge, sometimes you end up in the same ideas and repeating the same things, but I think repetition is very important due to the fact that you end up repeating things that are very, very important, very necessary for your success. You need to remember them because those are the current secrets of your success, let's say. So, yeah, I was watching a video about sleep and I realized that I told it's the same story, but I'm starting it a different way. I told a friend of mine, like, I didn't have a choice. I really did not have a choice in becoming a businessman because I just didn't like working for other people. I ended up just disliking them so much in the end. And I told them it's not a choice. I literally cannot, I don't have anything with that person afterwards. But when they are my boss or my manager or whatever, and they tell me what to do, I'm like, fuck you. And basically, that was only also because I have a hard time waking up in the morning. It's right now, it's about 2 o'clock, I think. So I have a really, really, really hard time waking up because I go to sleep very, very late. I'm way more productive at the end of the day. And if I wake up earlier, I'm just pissed. I'm like, fuck, ugh, life is hard. So just because I wanted to sleep later, I started to look into how I cannot work, how I can sustain myself without working a normal job. I didn't have a problem with working. I had a problem with doing things for others for a job because they didn't earn that. They would be put in this authority over me just because they are there. It's not like they earned it in front of me to tell me what to do. So I was checking the microphone. So I slowly started to build some rules around my life. Like if I didn't have any income coming in for 2 months, I would need to get a job. So that's what gave me the courage to quit my job. I was getting paid a lot of money. I because before I had a the realization that I don't want to work anymore, I really played the career game. I was a manager at 21 years old. So, in a foreign country, working with 25 other people from around the world, just managing them and managing projects and speaking with clients and stuff like that. So, I think it was 21. No, it was 24. I was 24, not 21. So I was earning quite a bit of money doing that. And I was really good at it. Really, really good at managing projects. I learned a few concepts about management, and then I was like, I like this. It has rules. It's not like it's a weird interaction. It's just this, and this, and you have a great job. And I was having such a great job that I was doing the job in 3 hours. And from my bed, I was just sitting in bed, sleeping an hour, sending some emails, sleeping another hour, sending some emails. It was great. But then, yeah, but then the owner came back to the country, and I was like, he wanted me to get up early, and I was like, fuck you. I did my job for the past 6 months with no problems. He didn't see, well, he did see a kid just sleeping in and doing quote unquote a half-assed job. I was doing a better job than the last manager, and I was thinking that's good, but he saw that, I believe, I don't know if I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt here, but he saw more potential in me, and he was right because I made his business twice as profitable in 6 months after he basically got me to wake up a bit earlier. And then I quit, even though I got a raise like 2 months later. I quit. And I moved back to Romania to pursue an art business. Fucking nuts. And I didn't know where I would live. I didn't know what I would do. Things ended up okay, but I was struggling so much to just sell paintings. At first, I didn't sell any painting. I was just making them. I was making and making and making and making them. And I still had to do some work for the guy. So basically, I did not want to hold a job. So I didn't have any, I wasn't like motivated in the traditional sense. I was forced because I didn't like any job that would tell me what to do. I still don't, even though I have to get a job to get a mortgage, or I can do some finagling of the system. A little bit of finagling. A little bit of finagling. It's gonna be hard, but we'll see. It the finagling of the system is not illegal. I'm just playing the game by the rules, but people don't. People are not in my situation, so they don't play. They don't have to use those rules, and yeah, all I need is a bit more money to it costs me. I pay more taxes if I play the game like this, but I don't have to get a job. So basically, that's the way I'm gonna probably do it if I don't find a job or I don't have one of my friends hire me and I pay them the taxes. Is it tax fraud if you like basically pay your taxes? to get a income, to get hired. And of course, the employer should pay your taxes. Depends on the country. Doesn't really matter who pays the taxes, but yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting idea to think if it's tax avoiding when you're actually paying taxes. You're like paying. You're like, look, I want to give you money, but I don't want to do the work. I don't want to actually be employed. Can I just give you the money? And you're like, and the state and the tax, the IRS is like, yeah, sure, why not? Give us the money. We don't care if you work. That's just paperwork. That's the employer getting screwed, not you, not us. Yeah. So don't do this, kids, at home. But I'm not probably not gonna do that. I'll probably find a job and get a mortgage that way. 3 to 6 months. That's the worst thing. If it was 3 months, I would be like, yes. But if it's 6 months, I'm like, fuck. So many, so many months I could do so many things. And of course, maybe I couldn't because sometimes I don't do anything. But if I can keep up this pace and well, it's not even a pace. I'm not doing that much every day. It might seem like I do a lot, but I don't. I like to enjoy life as well. So that's why I got an editor because if I really pushed myself, I could have edited all those courses by myself, but then I would hate the whole period and I would hate the fact that I had to do those things and I had to make myself do those things. I like to do certain things to earn money, but I don't like other ones. And especially if it, I know you might be saying, oh, you're running from difficult things. No, I do difficult things every day, but I just don't like certain things that are not enjoyable at all. So they are not, it's not that it's difficult, it's more that it's boring. Because the difficult is nice. I like the editing that's hard and you create, you use your creativity and you find solutions to problems. But the editing that's like, I need to hold this like this so I can sit a bit more straight. But the editing that's really, let's say, boring and repetitive, I don't like that. Certain people just love it. I love doing the manual labor like that. I don't know. I liked working in a factory because it was just, I could think, I could listen to podcasts and just have my hands work. It was nice. I was like, and I was getting a lot of confidence from it as well because I was getting into a flow. I was like, yeah, rhythm. It would give a lot of rhythm to my life. But I don't like working on a computer doing repetitive things, especially if I have to listen to what's going on. But because if it's like design or something like that and I have to do 1,000 repetitive tasks, I'm not gonna be annoyed by it because I can listen to stuff. I can have a podcast in my headphone. That's basically why I kind of am using this new way of editing where I just cut the ends and that's all. So this is an interesting idea. I should really like find a way. I was mentally preparing myself to speak. I should find a way to do complex edits with, of course, it's going to take a while to iterate on the problem, but find a way to make complex edits without having to listen to what I said. I know that sounds crazy, but I believe in ways of doing that. Like, for instance, why I can speak for 15 minutes on this video and not have a cut and not have to listen to what I said, and I can edit it. Why not a more complex edit? And that's going to be interesting to do, to be able to edit. But I'm going to try to see if I can. It's very late. I've been out, I've been drinking, and I feel quite tired. I need to sleep, and tomorrow is another day, another beautiful, gorgeous day when I will basically work again on the things that I have to do, the challenges that I have, and the beautiful creativity expressed in video form. Thank you for watching. Today was 11th of February 2024, and see you tomorrow.